Is it Tuesday morning? Is it Friday?
Oh, I wish.
Y'all tell me.
Almost 3 days away.
We're 3 days
We're
away.
getting close. 3 alarms away.
It's cold. I'm not sure.
We're like getting all
Same
snuggly.
thing
Do
y'all
I
do.
need
Use
to
my
share?
blazer.
Look, I can share.
We
It's
got
pretty
the
long.
stars in
If that
here.
helps.
Like, we good.
I got the heater, but it's not
We got
working
the-
well
listen,
enough.
We got the lawn. I'm just here. In the meantime, we got our guy. He's out there working. He's working those streets, working those new jobs.
I bet he's warmer than we are. What do you think?
Ruben. Ruben's doing all things new. Hey, Ruben.
All right, you guys. So we were talking about this in the newsroom yesterday, and how there's been an explosion or a renaissance of trucker hats. It looks like it is going to be the accessory of the summer. So we had to roll down here to Southwest Houston, Patch Collection, patchcollection.com. They've got the patches, they've got the trucker hats. So we've got Gretchen, who just made this hat right here just a couple of minutes ago, and then Vivian kind of rocking the Houston mixtape. All the Houston bands, all the H-Town bands are represented in that Oiler blue that we know is an H-Town color, no matter what anybody over there in Tennessee has to say about it. You know how we do it here. All right, so have you guys seen more of an interest in the trucker hats lately?
Yes, we have. A lot of people like to make personalized items, so they're coming in hot.
Has anybody offered you money for that hat?
Actually, yeah, they offered me a free tattoo if I gave them the hat.
Well, tattoos are expensive, so that might, and you can make another hat.
I sure can.
Okay. All right. Well, send me a picture of that tattoo because now I'm interested. All right. So the man behind Patch Collection, we got Ray with me here this morning. All right. You started this 13 years ago?
Actually, it's 21 years ago.
21 years ago, when you were 3 years old.
No, I was in college.
You were in college. All right. You had me fooled. All right. So what was the motivation to start this?
I just wanted to customize an Astros jersey myself, and then I thought, who else would want to do something like this? And lo and behold, here we are.
And now your jerseys and all the custom. I mean, I know for a fact because I know Shelby was here a couple of years ago when the Astros were making the run in 22, and you guys kind of put together the patches for her, and like people were stopping her at the Astros, like, where'd you get that jacket? I mean, it was a hit.
Yeah, her, Kate Upton, they're the ones that really started it for us in 2022, but people have come in and asked us, hey, can we do our own jackets like Shelby or Kate Upton?
I love that. And guys, and they all do all sorts of customized stuff too. If you want it like super blinged out, you can do that as well.
You can do anything, bling, custom letter kits, whatever you want.
Fox 26 viewers are calling, folks. You can hear the phones ringing in the background, and that's what I love to hear. All right, so what's the craziest thing anybody's ever called up and said, hey, can you do this?
Oh, man, craziest thing? I mean, for me, it was Kate Upton. When I talked to her literally on the phone, that was crazy for me. That really, probably the pinnacle of my career so far.
She said, hey, it's Kate Upton?
Yes, exactly like that. Well, her assistant contacted us first,
Okay,
and then
cool.
she called to me. She's like, hey, this is Kate.
And you made it happen.
I made it happen.
Man, I love that. All right, so what's the best way for folks to put in? Well, first of all, it takes a whole bunch of people to run the business behind the scenes. Shout out to the Patch Collection team there. Everybody working hard here. And like you guys have it's a big facility. I mean, you can do the embroidery, you can do design the patches. Everything happens in-house.
Yes, we do everything in-house.
I love that, man. And, we love to support our local businesses, guys. Shop local. Folks can come in, or they can call, or they can go online.
Online, but if you want something customized, I suggest come in so that we can really sit down and help you design your custom work.
What are the hours of operation?
So 8 to 7, Monday through Friday, and 8 to 5 on the weekends.
I love that. All right, guys, there you go. Patch Collection. I'm going to have to come back when I have time because I already found some things that I need, for that Astros playoff run. I need some new swag. Y'all going to help me?
Yes, for sure.
You got me?
I got you.
Okay. Ray, is there a media discount?
Sure.
Just kidding. All right, guys, we're going to kick it back to the studio. Ruben Dominguez, Fox 26 News.
Thanks, Rubes. Appreciate you, brother.
I've always been into trucker hats. They've never lost style in the Dillard
See, you were
household.
ahead of your time and didn't even realize
People
it.
didn't know where they were going,
You
but I
just
knew.
didn't, yeah.
You knew.
I knew. Keppel.
So you got something going on, I know.
I do.
What you got?
It's a secret. I can't
Uh-oh.
tell you. I
Uh-oh.
have to. No, I'm actually working on a really interesting weight loss story that's going to be really good, and that'll air later in the week. And there's all these different drugs out there. I found the woman in Houston who's tried them all.
Wow.
What?
Yep. And I will tell you which one worked the best for her. So that'll be good. That's later in the week. But for Lunch for the Soul tomorrow, I have a remarkable story of a woman who, when she was a teenager, she's a very unbelievable woman now. You won't believe all that she's done with her life. But she and her mom were carjacked, and someone held a gun to her head. And it changed her life forever. And the only reason she's here is because when the guy pulled the trigger, the bullet somehow, officers don't know how, it got lodged in the chamber and it didn't go off.
Well, we know how.
And he got her body and he threw her out of the car and he threw her mom out and he took off, but he could not shoot and kill her like he tried to, with it at her head. So her story, it just gives me chills. When you hear her story, her testimony is unbelievable. It went on to push her to do the most amazing things with her life. You're not going to believe how accomplished this woman is. And it was all because that fateful day, everything changed for her. She lives her life to the fullest. And she has never taken life for granted another day. And I just love her so much. She has an incredible book that's out that you just can't put down for a second and just hang on her every word.
It's called divine intervention.
It is.
Yeah.
There's that she believes that, and there's no other, that there's just no other way that she was meant to be here. And what she's done with her life will prove that.
I totally agree. You know what? You do a phenomenal job in teasing the story without telling the story. But that speaks to to you being the superstar pro that you are.
Thank
Superstar
you.
pro. Sally, what you got? What's up
That's
with you?
awesome. Well, when Melissa said she's tracked down the lady who tried all the weight loss drugs, I was just thinking that McDonald's $5 meal is coming out tomorrow. This is what everybody's been waiting for. The $5 meal. You get 4 things. I'm telling you, you could like a parent, if you had a small child, you could literally eat off this meal like with your child, I feel like. Because
so what's in it?
Okay, you get a choice of a sandwich, so it's either like a chicken, I forget what they call it, but
chicken nuggets,
it's a chicken
cheeseburger,
well,
or
it's a chicken sandwich or like a hamburger. Yeah, you get that. Then you get chicken nuggets too, like 4 chicken nuggets. That's what I'm saying. Like your kid,
So
you know,
it's
if
like
you had
the
a
4
small
for
kid,
4 at Wendy's when they had that.
then you could give your kid the nuggets. Then you get a small fry. And then you get a drink. And
for $5. I can't believe with everything so expensive right now that's even an option.
Yes, so McDonald's says, because they saw that they were possibly losing customers, and it's just been this, instead of the fast food wars, it's kind of the value wars now among all these, companies. So they're billing it as only for 4 weeks. However, the McDonald's franchises here in Houston are going to go all the way through, I think, the middle of August, right around like back to school time. They're going to cut it off. So it's like a month and a half, I guess.
That is going to be very popular because
I
life
think
is so expensive.
I mean, unfortunately,
right
it's not the healthiest thing to go and do every day, but it'll help families, maybe once or twice a week.
If you're on vacay or something, you don't have to break the bank. We did a story earlier this morning, Delon and I did, that was talking about how it's in a lot of sit-down restaurants, places like Applebee's and Chili's, it can be just as cheap or cheaper than eating out fast food now. Because they're trying to beat that market, or at least be more comparable with them and get you to come in, and so they're making it a lot more affordable.
Yeah, Chili's has like a deal.
I think they have. It's like a Big Mac, right?
It's
$1 more than the Big Mac.
Wow. And at those places too, you could split those meals a lot easier than you could some of the fast food meals.
They have the 3 for 10
they're
or
huge.
something like
the portions are big.
Chili's is my favorite restaurant, so I could talk
I used to eat at Chili's all the time growing up.
That was my place in college. I haven't been there in a long time.
Had the Rojo Burger.
What's that?
I'm gonna tell you about it after the break. Also, someone said something really cool about this guy sitting to my left. I'm gonna share with you guys. I kind of told you earlier.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you about. We'll relive that. I was at a golf tournament yesterday, but we have to take a break.
They're loving them some Delon.
Yeah. When we come back, that was supposed to be the tease, but when we come back, we'll tell you all about it. Stay with us.
What's a deep tease? We're telling them.
Fox 26 is. Anonymous.
The Fox 26 YouTube page. Like and subscribe today.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Tuesday. You see the superstars, Sally, Melissa, DeLon. All right, so let's do this.
There you go. Are you ready to be embarrassed? Get some rosy cheeks to match your tie.
What are we about to talk about?
Melissa, I told you the story. You want to take it?
No, it's your story. Thank you, but no.
Yeah. So here's the deal. So yesterday I'm at the golf tournament, right? And it was Prevention Zone Inc. And what they do is provide financial support for youngsters and students with parents who are incarcerated, which is a great cause. They do a phenomenal job in doing this. And so I'm sitting there and I'm talking with these ladies, and one of them says, "We just love the Lord."
Now, how did they say it?
We just love the Lord. And I burst out, started laughing because they could say it in only the way they could say it, And I'm thinking, and they said he's so naive. That's what they said.
Naive. They think you're so sweet.
So let me tell you something. That will win you points. So don't feel badly about that. That wins you points. You keep that right there.
I'll give them naive. That's
you know why they say that? Probably because we get all embarrassed during Dr. V's segments about adult relations in the bedroom.
You know what? I think,
could not be more awkward.
That was definitely brought up. That was definitely brought up.
I told you.
Melissa can read it like a book. I mean, it was definitely brought up. So, that is the golf story.
His mom and dad brought him up right.
Yeah, that is the golf story scuttlebutt from yesterday, which was purely all.
You know what's funny is when people ask us about DeLon here at Fox 26, we say, "We just love DeLon."
And I appreciate it.
We just love him.
I was in Cleveland this weekend.
We love him so.
I used to work in Cleveland, and I was running into just people out.
Did they tell you the same thing? They better.
Yeah. But they would ask me, how do I like Houston? Are you genuinely happy? And it's like, I'm genuinely happy working here. I'm genuinely happy, working next, and people can see it.
Yeah.
Like people who watched me in Cleveland and see my social media, they're like, you just seem so like, not to say I was not happy in Cleveland, but I'm like genuinely happy
that's
in
so
the world.
nice
And
to
I think
hear.
when people comment on it, former co-workers or people I was running into,
then they
like,
see it
you
and
see
you know it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not for fake, it's for real.
Oh, that's good stuff.
It's nothing more complimentary than your colleagues giving you a compliment. I can tell you that right now.
I haven't gotten naive before though, but I'll take that. That's fine. I'll take innocent naive if that's what you think. Then okay,
roll with it.
I'll take it.
That's
fine.
Spicy side they might not know about. We see it every once in a while. The commercial breaks, right?
Long as possible.
You're just very well behaved and
I try to be.
Yeah.
I try to keep it cool. I like to keep my job. So.
Yeah, that's a good thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you where they're not behaved. And we're talking about the soccer field. Copa America in full swing right now. 2 matches. And we've got, what we saw last night. We saw 3 matches taking place last night. 3? 4. 4 matches taking place last night. So it's the summer soccer we're doing here on Fox 26. So make sure you watch. In fact, there's a match today on Fox that you're going to want to pay attention to. We'll have highlights tomorrow. We try to get somebody in here talking soccer just about every day because there's a lot going on, as you guys well know. So make sure you watch some of soccer right here on Fox 26. I was asking Melissa and Sally about what they had going on. They told us, what do you have going on?
Just my Fox local show, how I see it. I interviewed this interview is not going to air until next week though. Interviewed radio show host. She hosts shows for iHeartMedia, and it's another guy here who is like really connected in the music rap space. And we actually talked about Diddy.
Is that right?
And the allegations.
Wow.
And she used to intern for Diddy.
Is that right?
The radio show host. So she talked about some of the stuff that she experienced, not sexual assault, but seeing him and how she said that he would treat, from what she saw, some of his employees and stuff like that. So she had a personal view, because she saw some of it herself. And we just talked about how so many people in the music space really can see when some of this stuff happens and don't. I mean, people had to have known what Diddy was doing. This is not a secret. And no one was really saying anything. So, I mean,
it's when the video came out on social media.
That was the smoking gun.
And that kind of told you exactly what was going on with Diddy. And so that was the end of it.
Yeah. So we talked about that, and just sexual harassment and assault as a whole, and why it's important if you see something to say something. Because what if this video never came out? People, I mean, some people knew, but it's like people waited until the video that came out to say, oh, this is wrong, but people knew beforehand. So, I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we got some folks online. All right, you see my colleagues up here, superstars, and you know they're wearing blankets. Well, this is the after show. Okay, I mean we relax after doing 6 hours of news. You know these anchors been working, and so they need a break. And so it's cold in here. Can't do this during the live broadcast, so I need to respond to some folk. You know, they're asking what's up. So Mike is watching. Good morning, Mike Henry.
Morning.
Jennifer Ledbetter, hello to you. George, the blanket twins. That's right. They're the blanket triplets. That's right.
Oh, this is funny.
Yeah.
Wait, do you see Tina's comment?
Wait. I'm getting to that.
I can't wait for
I'm gonna
Tina's
let you respond.
comment.
Hold on.
Okay.
Why is only one looking professional on live TV? And that's probably, you know, I mean, to be honest
Tina, you
with
call this out. I love it. You know what? Nate
busted.
is the best dressed one, right? We can't argue with you, Tina. We can't argue with you.
The only thing, I'm not cold right now. If I was cold,
how can you not be cold because you're so hot?
Most of the time.
Yes.
You're the one who's always in multiple.
Respect, by the way, just making
Hey,
sure.
Melissa, this is the after show. Go ahead and take it where you want to go with it.
I'm being respectful of you, my friend.
Nate's
This
the
is
one
the
who's wearing multiple layers in 80 degrees usually.
That's right. I have on 2 T-shirts right now, you know, plus everything else outside. So I can
that's what I need to do.
That's
Wear
the
2
problem.
T-shirts under my dresses.
Well, okay, so there's a story behind
No, I'm
this.
not eating the $5 McDonald's meals, everybody. I'm just wearing thicker layers these days.
I didn't get it.
Don't mind me. I just have on 4 layers.
So here's the deal. So I'm somewhere out, kind of walking around, and I see this guy, and I felt comfortable talking with him, right? And he was just his polo. He had on a nice looking polo with a pair of slacks like you normally wear, you know, nice looking polo, and he had on some slacks, and he was sharp. I mean, he was working. You know, I was at somewhere, and this guy, I saw he was sweating through his shirt, and I'm thinking, dude, all you gotta do is put on a T-shirt. Just, you know, T-shirt absorbs the heat. A lot of people don't get it. They don't understand that. And it's not offensive if you don't. That's just what I do.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure you do, and a lot of other people do, right? So I told him, I said, say, man, if you put on, so whatever the material is of the shirt, you want to match that. So if it's a cotton shirt you're wearing, like, you know, cotton dress up, whatever, Oxford, you want to put on a cotton T-shirt. If it's a dry fit outfit, you want to have on a dry fit T-shirt to absorb the sweat, because it's gonna have, if you're outside and you run around, you'll be hot. You know, you don't want to look like you're hot though.
Right.
You want to look
I didn't
cool.
know those tricks. I've
Yeah,
never
look
heard
at that fashion
You
advice.
got it. You already got it, Melissa. We ain't
Well,
worried
I don't
about
think
you.
it really applies because I don't think it
Yeah,
works
yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
you
But
know,
I
you
love
got
that
it,
to
you
know.
You got
I'll
good
tell
looking-
the guys in my life.
You know, you got it covered. But yeah, that's the trick. I mean, if you don't want to look hot, wear a T-shirt under your clothing in that way, because it's 9,000 degrees outside. You know, you got to protect yourself. So that's the best way to do it. That's all I got for today.
There you go.
Well,
Good advice,
2 T-shirts,
Nate.
you gotta have the
Good advice.
the
Well,
tricks to it.
you were talking earlier about all the soccer things going on. It's huge right
Yes.
now. Coco Dominguez has been in the middle of it all. She's been having so much fun talking to all the fans and getting riled up for the season. I think she has a fun story we might can take a glimpse at.
This is only the second time Copa America has been held outside of South America since 1916, so it was a huge deal for fans who came from all over the world.
It feels like I'm in Colombia. I'm roaming these streets, seeing everyone. It feels great. The energy's there, the vibes, everything was amazing. ¡Viva Colombia!
Colombia is the best team.
En este triunfo acá en los Estados Unidos de Houston, Texas. You live here, right?
I live here, well, in Dallas. I'm from Dallas.
So you came out here. How does it feel to see everyone from Colombia?
It feels great. I feel like in home. Like a couple of years ago, I used to live in Cali. I'm from Cali, Colombia, and right here, it feels again like home.
I'm not saying that there aren't any Paraguay fans here. I'm just saying Colombia has taken over the city.
I saw 5 Paraguayan shirts, 5.
5.
Nobody else.
Nobody else. Habían solamente como 500 de Paraguay, she said. There was probably about 500 people or so, but they are definitely the locals when it comes to Colombia. Woo! Ricardo, you know what I noticed? Everybody, you kiss the shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what that means. ¿Qué significa eso?
What that means?
We love our country. We love our country. We love Colombia. It's the best.
It was great. Colombia played very good. Our defense took a lot of advantages today, but all in all, Colombia has a lot to look forward to in this tournament. And I just want to say, I think we brought a great atmosphere to the States, and Colombia's going to do great in this tournament. A lot of people are rooting for Brazil, Argentina, but I promise you, watch Colombia. Watch Colombia. Pero en español, va a ganar Colombia. Vamos, el torneo va a ganar Colombia. Colombia, Colombia, Colombia.
I'm going to go ahead and call it. This is like a dress rehearsal for 2 years from now when the World Cup hits the city. So make sure you enjoy Copa America until July 14th on Fox. I'm Coco Dominguez reporting. It's Fox 26 News.
Yeah, that was one of the games that was played last night. Colombia knocked out Paraguay 2-1, and you see what's coming up live today. It's already underway on Fox, so you can watch it right now, but just don't leave us. You gotta stay. You gotta stay another 3 or 4 minutes. Yep. So there you go.
Y'all, I'm so hungry.
Where are you
I
gonna
really
eat?
cannot focus.
What are you gonna eat?
Chick-fil-A probably.
Chick-fil-A. Good choice.
Yeah.
Close to the station.
Yeah, easy. There's 4 lines, so you can get it in and out in a decent amount of time.
And I have food in my house, so like I don't know. I get fussed at a lot because I have food that I could make for breakfast.
Who fusses at you, and how do they know?
There's a girl that I date.
Oh, now that's what we're getting.
She fusses quite often that I don't make breakfast, and I go pretty much the entire day. And let's just say I'm fasting. I'm trying to hear from the Lord. That's what I'm doing.
Yes.
we fasting. That's all. Not on purpose, though.
I got you.
So around this time of day, I can't really focus.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
You're starving. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
10:30
is my first eat time of the day, and I'm ready.
Yeah. Astros. Astros today, they have a 2-game set against Colorado, and believe me, I think they sweep the series and get to 500. 30 and 40. They got a shot to get to 500. They can get it done.
So they're going to the playoffs. You think? How you feeling it?
They got
Because
a shot.
a week ago, everyone was saying not going to happen. There's
They got a
no way.
shot.
It's a long
They
shot.
got
But
a shot.
they're getting
They got a shot.
closer.
You got to people understand.
We still got a season to go.
162 games
It's a
is
lot
a
of
long
That is a
season.
long season.
You got a lot. So
You can't
Astros
throw
gotta
in the
come back.
towel early on.
Can't
You
do it.
Gotta
Can't
have
do it.
faith.
We have been
Sally's
blessed
ready
like
to
that
pack her bags and go cover it, so she says they're in.
Oh gosh. Let me tell you, it sounds fun, but it is.
It's a lot of work.
It is not.
It's a lot,
It's a lot
of work. It's 20-hour days.
It's a whole lot of work, man, covering any kind of a
But it's
sporting
fun.
event. All right, y'all, it's about time for us to go. We got hungry people, we got cold people, and this is the stream.
Cold, hungry people.
and cold.
We sound pitiful, don't we?
If you watch the stream, this is how we roll every day. Some days more laughter than others, but today was fun. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. And they're
Have a
cold and they're
beautiful
hungry.
day.
It's time to go. Y'all
Thanks
take
for
care.
being
Have a good
here.
Tuesday. See you.
Bye. Going to put my coat on now.
Fox 26 is